Myself and the rest of the RC world seems to be jumping on this hype train that is these new cars coming in from China. And what that enables is new people coming into the hobby can get their hands on some real quality RCs. Now, one brand very popular at the minute is Rilalo, and for pretty good reason, but this car in particular, which is the X12S, is basically a rebranded ZD Racing buggy. So the Rilalo X12S is basically a rebranded ZD Racing BX12. Now, I'm not sure which come first, the chicken or the egg, which car hit the market first. It might have been the Rilalo, but basically ZD Racing or vice versa buys the license. I think how it works. If you know how it works, drop a comment down below, and they can basically knock a car out which is practically the same machine. So the only difference between the ZD Racing and the Rilalo is the ESC. The ESC in the Rilalo, if I'm right, has a slightly higher amperage than the ZD Racing, but you're saving yourself $45 for basically the same car. So that got me thinking, what else is out there? Now, unless you've been living under a rock, we all know what Banggood and Aliexpress is. It's basically the Chinese version of Amazon. And if you keep your eye on prices fluctuate and you can get some awesome deals. Now, I got all my MGX cars from Banggood. Postage can be a bit hit or miss. It usually takes about 2 weeks to get to the UK, but I got all of these from Banggood at a really good price. These MGXs are absolutely awesome. This one in particular is next level stuff. So that got me looking at this small scale rally car from Rilalo. Unfortunately, it's not available at the moment, but coming on in at $230. I was just wondering if there's a cheaper alternative out there. And lo and behold, we come across this, which is the ZD Racing XR12. Basically the same car as the Rilalo. Now with an $80 price difference, I thought I would give it a try. Oh, quality seal. Gotta be good. So let's cut all the small talk and see what this RC is about, boys. There we go. Stickers. GTI, we get a battery for the transmitter, which is one of them vape batteries, so it doesn't take your standard AAAs. Won't be using the transmitter, I'll be using my own. We get a USB charger, instruction manual, load of stickers. So our transmitter battery, USB lead for charging your battery and the transmitter, and I think there for your telemetry to get your battery voltage. Get a speed pinion, wheel hex, Allen keys, aha! And our USB charger, which is a 3S USB charger. Oh boys, how good does that look? Let's just take a moment.
A few moments later.
There's our radio. We'll be using our radio link, but yeah, quite a good radio. Get you bouncing off the curbs. Takes your battery, just a single vape battery to go in your vapes. So yeah, and then you charge it with the USB lead. Cheap as chips, thumb control, one-handed steering. Yeah boys, looks pretty decent. Oh boys, he's never gonna look this good in all her life, but yeah boys, that is a lovely looking paint scheme. One of the main reasons I bought this over the Rilalo was just because of these windows. On the Rilalo, for some reason that is beyond me, they've done the windows silver, but yeah boys, that looks a hell of a lot better. Oh yeah, that's awesome. So let's get it stickered up and then we'll come back and they'll all be on there. Whoa boys, I am super impressed how good this RC looks. Blew my expectations out the water. Plenty of stickers on there, really bring it to life. But yeah boys, that looks absolutely sick. So let's get under the hood and see what she's all about. So first off, we've got our body system, which is these little tabs, and you pull them up, give them a twist. Bit tricky if you've got sausage fingers, but yeah, that's how you do it. Get the body off, And there we go, we've got our lights, our lighting system. We won't be able to use this lighting system because we're actually changing the radio, but I think it's a bit gimmicky. Who wants a car that indicates every time you turn the steering wheel? So yeah, I'm not too bothered about the lights. But under the hood, we'll have a look what electronics we've got in here. So we've got our 35 amp electronic speed controller, which is 2 and 3S capable. We've got our 3600 kV motor, which is a 2845 size. We've got our 11 kilogram fully waterproof metal geared servo stuck down in there. We've got our aluminium shock mount with our aluminium bodied shocks, which are fully adjustable. Got plastic tops, so yeah, pretty decent for what you're looking for. Got our fully adjustable suspension, adjustable tracking, adjustable caster. Got an anti-roll bar. Here's our steering system, all plastic, but yeah. We've got our servo saver, which is adjustable with a collar down there, so yeah, shouldn't need any adjustment. Got our nice grippy tyres, feels like they've got foam inserts. Got a foam bumper on the front. These two holes is where the body locks in at the front, just to keep it nice. So it locks in at the front and it also locks in at the back. We've got our nice shiny aluminium chassis, boys, with hex hardware, 1.5mm hexes, so be careful when you're undoing any of these screws. If you're not going to be undoing any of these screws to adjust the motor, it's probably a good idea to get a bit of heat onto these screws. So just put a soldering iron on, leave it for a few minutes just to get some heat in there to break up that solder. Comes with a battery. So talking about batteries, I'll show you an alternative that I have found from Hobby King. But yeah, our 3S 2200 milliamp battery. It's going to give you plenty of runtime. It's a 11.1 volts 35C lipo. Nice little lipo, get you bouncing off the curbs. So it's good that these cars are coming with a spare lipo, but the only thing is with one lipo, once you use it, you are sat on the curb twiddling your thumbs. And this coming with a USB charger, you're going to be waiting quite a while to charge your lipos. I do recommend getting a better lipo charger, but also another thing I recommend getting is getting some of these Turnigy lipo batteries. So these are Turnigy 2200. Now Hobby King were kind enough to send these out to me for this review, and I am about to use them when I next take this out. So these have got quite a bit of higher C rating. These are 40 to 50 C rating, so you're going to give you a bit of extra punch, a little bit slightly bigger, but they do fit in no problem. Yeah boys, snug as a bug in a rug. So there we go, practically the car done. The only thing left to do is swap it over to my radio. I just like using my own radio, just one radio for all my cars. This is the radio I use, which is the Radio Link RC8X. It's got a digital display, all programmable, but yeah boys, expensive, but yeah, receivers are like £10 each. So yeah, awesome stuff. One-handed. Just made an attachment to it. So yeah, got my GoPro mount on the bottom. So we'll open it up, get the radio swapped over. When we come back, that'll basically be the car done. And there we go guys. Good thing about this Radio Link is the receivers have gyro built in. Make sure you buy the receiver with the gyro built in though, because there's two different types. So yeah boys, that is absolutely awesome. Easy enough to change the radio over. There's plenty of videos on YouTube how to do it. If you get stuck, just drop us a comment and I'll help you out. But yeah boys, and there we go. That is the ZD Racing RX12. You've got to admit boys, that is one lovely looking RC car. I think these small scale RCs are absolutely great. The level of performance you're getting out of such a small package and for such a small price as well. But yeah boys, the only thing left to do now is get it out and see what it's about. So stay tuned for the running video. Yeah boys.